Ah, so that's what you look like, Victor. Is that what passes for a hairstyle these days? Hey. Don't mess with the man's do. It's good. It's good. Besides, you got your weird crown hair going on. Don't be talking about my do. I guess so, sir. Things have changed a lot since my day. But thank you for helping me out with my eyes. This feels so much better. So, who are you? I'm Eldon Morton. I'm the head of the Morton family. At least I used to be in my day. You're not part of the family any longer? Of course I am, but the responsibility as head has since gone to younger generations. I don't know where I am. You're in the shared unconsciousness, a place whose existence I postulated a long time ago, but I can't say exactly where. I'm not familiar with the terrain, and there aren't many landmarks to go by. Is this place real? It's not an actual place. It's more along the lines of Plato's concept of idea space. Of what now? Have you read Plato? I can't say I have. Plato assumed that everything we think and feel originates from a place we all tap into without being aware of it. That's why we can have thoughts or feelings that we've never had or heard about before. So, we're in the realm where ideas come from? Yes, among other things. Every person has his own allotted piece of this place. But the pieces overlap, and every piece is a part of a greater whole, the shared unconsciousness. Now, tell me, what do you require of me? I'm trying to find a man called Felix Morton. Felix? I've never heard of him. He must have been before my time, or after. I wish there was more I could do for you. I'm sure I'll manage somehow. Good luck. Well, considering he's more than likely Felix's ancestor, he's probably not going to know who Felix is. He passed away before Felix ever came around. Long before Felix ever came around. So, okay, let's see if I can't remember that. That goes to the grandfather, so I think this was the one that leads to, yes, the high-pitched voice man. Now, we actually have everything we need right now to solve this little puzzle. Hold on one second. Sorry, the phone has to go off every so often in this house. Anyways, we actually have all the pieces to solve a puzzle here. We just need these 3 pieces. Basically, this guy has no inner ear, as basic science will tell you, elementary school or junior high biology or whatnot will tell you. Everybody's inner ear has an eardrum and a bunch of other little parts that helps them to hear. I can't think of them all. I just did this a couple of days ago, but I can't remember the order. If I remember correctly, it should be the stirrup, the anvil. The anvil acts as the eardrum, I know that. And then the hammer. There we go. Hey! I can hear again! Thank you, whoever you are! I hope that's the right voice. It might have been a little different pitch, but whatever. I can't thank you enough, young man! There we go. What's your name? My name is Victor Neff, sir. At least now I don't have to scream. Who are you? My name is Frank Morton. Or I was Frank Morton when I was still alive. Are you dead? Yes. So, I'm talking to a ghost? No, you're talking to my son's memory of me. I live on in him, but my physical form has long since passed on. I don't know where the hell I am. Yes, we've asked this to everybody. I'm not sure exactly where we are either. This place keeps shifting. You won't get far thinking in geographical terms in here. Dang it! My one weakness! I have to think in geographical terms. I'm a geologist, gosh dang it! Is this place real? Well, it's not an actual physical place, that's right. But it's real in the same way that memories or ideas are real. It's a construct, a figment of somebody's imagination. And so am I. But what is this place? Nobody's answered that question. It's a subconscious realm of dreams. My son's dreams, to be more precise. Your son? Yes, Felix Morton. Ah, so this is his dad. Which is odd, considering his dad has a very high-pitched voice compared to his son. Have you met him? Yes, I'm trying to find this, but this place is a bit like a maze. Unfortunately, I have the verdant freak. No, not gonna say that. So I have to be going now. Well, I believe at the beginning of this episode, I decided to be a nice guy. Nice, brave, courageous man. So, first one. Yes, I'm trying to find him, but this place is a bit of a maze. I wish I could help you. I wish I could help you with that, but this place shifts a lot. To create a maze inside one's subconscious requires quite a lot of willpower. If Felix is in here hiding from you, I don't think you're going to be able to find him. I don't think he's hiding. I think he was attacked somehow. In that case, I wish you the best of luck. Wait, how do I find Felix? He is the last in the line of the Mortons. Get to him last. Good luck, Mr. Neff. And that is a clue we need to find a way out of here. Now, this may take a little bit of trial and error. Okay, we want to start with this guy because he is the ancestor, the oldest. So then we want to go to his grandfather and then his father. And then you go through the portal that would lead you back to where you started, and that would actually should lead us to Felix. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So we're here. We need to go through the second portal. Yes. And then we need to go through the bottom portal? Yes. And then the bottom portal again. Found him. And that was my first try too. I'm amazed. I am impressed with myself. Good job. Give myself a little pat on the head. Anyways. You can't threaten me. You can't threaten me with that anymore. I know what I've done and I'm prepared to accept the consequences. But not before I shut you down. If I have to cut you out of every dream, I'll do it. Whoa! Oh crap! What? Help! What? The axe! Quick! Attack the tentacle! Hiya! And down it goes. What the hell was that thing? There's a little mouth at the end of the tentacle. Ugh! How disgusting! Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's something out of a horror movie. But how's Mr. Morton doing? Hello again, Mr. Neff. I guess you're wondering where you are. Yes, what is this place? We've asked that to everybody and nobody's given us a sensible answer! You're standing in my dreamscape, Mr. Neff. Or the dreamscape, whatever. The living, breathing amalgamation of billions of sleeping minds, each adding their own distinct piece to the puzzle, all connected, all belonging to the same world. Sorry. Felix's voice grates on my throat a little bit. Are you saying I'm inside a dream? Yes, you're in my dream, as a matter of fact. It doesn't always look like this, though. It changes slightly each night, but this is where I come when I dream. Then how did I get here? Each sleeping mind is an entryway to a different part of the dreamscape. By using the helmets, you projected your conscious mind into my unconsciousness. That's how you ended up in my dream. And what is the purpose of the large machine in the basement? A creepy looking thing. The purpose of the machine is to synchronize the brainwaves of two connected minds.
thus making it possible to project an awake mind into a sleeping one, as you are doing right now.
Did you build it?
Only parts of it. My family has been trying to chart the dreamscape for the past 4 generations.
Wow. And if he's right and it shifts, then that's quite a feat, trying to shift to map this whole place when it shifts every single day, or every single hour, would be more like it.
My great-grandfather first postulated the idea that we all visit a collective unconsciousness in our sleep.
I believe his great-grandfather is the guy with the crown hair. At least that's my thought.
He wanted to explore it to see if it had a coherent geography.
Which apparently it doesn't. Does it?
Yes, but it's ever-changing, ever-evolving. As people die, we lose parts of it. As new people are born, new areas appear. It's roughly disc-shaped.
So apparently we're now in Discworld.
As you're born, you appear in the center, moving outward as you live, eventually reaching the thin, crumbling edge as your life comes to an end.
Okay. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of like, I never thought about this, but it's kind of like how the galaxy works. For those of you who don't know, I learned this in physics class, that the center of the Milky Way galaxy is basically a whole bunch of black holes, and the force essentially rotates it around so that the Milky Way galaxy swirls around, and that's caused by those black hole swirls. It's kind of, in this dreamscape idea, it's kind of the same thing, except, well, on this you move from the center to the out. In the case of the galaxy, I think it would be more from the outside in, because the black holes are sucking everything into it. Yeah, but it's the same concept essentially. It's moving towards an inevitable destruction at one of the apexes, the edge or the core. Anyways, sorry about that. Random rambling. How does a machine like that work?
To be honest, I don't fully understand it myself. My great-grandfather built the first prototype. It was very crude, barely providing a keyhole's peek into the sleeping mind. My grandfather perfected the design by synchronizing the brain waves of 2 connecting lines. My father and I both added parts here and there, mainly improving performance.
So your family's been building this thing for 4 generations?
I was raised from an early age to continue my family's work. My father instructed me on how to operate the machine. Occasionally, he brought me with him into the dreamscape. Can you imagine what that was like for a child? Having people's dreams to play in?
Yeah, that's gotta be interesting. All that imagination. Never use your own. Other people have so much imagination. You can just build off that. Who were you talking to before?
I was talking to the machine.
That's kind of odd, but okay.
It has organic parts and has, after decades of refinement, reached some degree of consciousness.
Okay. Who thinks that's a good idea? Seriously, I'm talking to you, audience. Who thinks that's a good idea to put organic parts in a machine and give it a sentience? By the way, I posed this in the last recording. If you can think of any movie, game, or book, or anything along those lines, where putting organic parts or giving a robot sentience has been a good idea. Actually, no, take that back. Has been a bad idea. Has turned out, they thought it was a good idea, but it turned out to be very, very bad. Put it down in the comments. I want to see I want to get a rough estimate about how many there can possibly be. Okay, back to the story.
I've learned to communicate with it crudely after all these years.
A talking machine?
It's not talking per se. It's more like a whisper in the back of your mind.
What attacked you in the basement?
It was a machine that attacked me. Recently, we found some differences. We've had some differences of opinion about how we should proceed with our research. A situation that culminated once you discovered my camera, Mr. Neff.
What was the argument about?
Lately, our operation has been getting harder and harder to keep under wraps. I wanted to put it on hold while I sorted things out, but the machine wouldn't have it. Stopping the operation would mean temporarily shutting down the machine. But rather than let me do that, it attacked me. Consciousness and self-preservation go hand in hand, unfortunately. I wish I could explain all this at greater length, but I'm badly hurt. I'm afraid of dying.
But dreams can't hurt you, can they?
Dreams can alter your perception of reality. They change lives for better or worse, and they can certainly kill. People die in their sleep all the time.
So apparently this game follows the rules of Nightmare on Elm Street. That's great. We've got to be pretty careful no matter where we go. What was that tentacle thing that grabbed you right now?
The tentacles are the roots of the machine, an extension of it, if you will. The machine resides in both worlds, but the actual machine resides in our world, but its roots grow here in the dreams. The dreamscape is its power source, basically.
Huh. So it essentially feeds off people's dreams. That sounds familiar. That seriously sounds familiar, like I've heard it from another book or movie or something. I'm not sure what.